y'all. My name is May, and this is 7. And why don't y'all come into the living room? So let's get started and give a brief introduction on what is the living room. 7, you want to take this over?
Yeah, so I came up with the idea, the living room, back in 2020 during the pandemic. It was about the end of 2020, rather, around Thanksgiving, when people were more concerned about, what they were going to wear during Thanksgiving. And, somebody said a joke like, well, we can't really go nowhere because outside is closed. So everybody was really focused on what are you going to wear to the living room. So it started out as a joke, amongst pop culture and society itself, turned into an idea of, the living room being somewhere where adults talked and conversed amongst each other about life during the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and even the 4th of July sometimes, because kids weren't allowed in the living room during these type of topics. And now here in 2024, most of us that were born in the mid and early 90s are the new adults. So this is the living room, come on in. We're here to talk about life, how life been lifing, dreams, goals, relationships, because that's like the it thing now. And, ain't no kids allowed. So, come on in and talk to us. May, you want to tell us about yourself?
Yes, I would love to tell you about myself. My name is May. I go by Mickey, May, first name Omi May, whatever you want to call it, because I'm a Nigerian princess by all means, so I'm foreign, right? Why are you making that face? Yeah, I'm a foreign.
Indubitably.
So I jumped on the bandwagon for the living room because of Rashad. He's my best friend, 7. I didn't cut off his little part because he was supposed to tell you his name. But yeah, I jumped on the bandwagon because he like, I got an idea. And I'm like, let's go through. Anything that I do, we go all the way through with it. So 7, let me just go ahead and say, what is your name? Why do you call yourself 7?
All right, so a little fun fact, 7. I got that moniker back in 2015, 2016. I was in prison, actually, serving for armed robbery. The name came from me being from 7 Mile East Side, if you will, the capital of Michigan. And yeah, so it was hard for a lot of people around me to just pronounce my name, which is simple, 2 syllables, Rashad. So a lot of people just ask, like, where are you from? I'm like, 7 Mile. So, it just flowed and it was just natural. Like, a lot of people in that world from 7 Mile are called 7. But so it was easier. So even out to this day, people who don't know me from that life still consider me 7, or call me 7, just because I say, hey, call me 7. But
so you mentioned things that couldn't be said in the living room as far as kids going into the living room, listening to the adults. And I remember that coming up. We had to be in the kids' room, at the kiddie table, in the basement,
go
anywhere
outside,
but where the adults was. And it felt like distance. And there was conversations that was being had that I'm like, what they talking about? And it didn't recognize that to like, I got older, like, they talking about some juicy stuff. So can you elaborate on some of the topics that you heard and the topics that we're going to be talking about in the living room?
all right, so I don't want to put it out there. I'm going to put it out there, though. A lot of the topics I heard growing up were a lot about cheating scandals, who stole from who. I got an uncle.
Oh, Lord.
We all got I'm going to put a dog out there. I'm going to put him out there. He's my dog, though. He helped me, or he helped fix my car earlier today. He the main one in the family that be stealing, or used to steal. Like, his thing is he smoked cigarettes, or at the time, he would smoke cigarettes, drink coffee, and probably steal like $50 out your ashtray and act like he was blind as a bat. Out the ashtray. They talked, when I was a kid, they talked about those type of things a lot. A lot of heartfelt things that I didn't understand then that I know or understand now was how the adults were struggling to keep up with bills. I got a lot of aunts, so a lot of times I heard a lot of stories about how men were mistreating them. whether they dealt with abuse, like I said, infidelity, gambling problems, alcohol problems, like the list just goes on. But, you know, not to really drag it on about my family, can you recite or recall some of the things you did hear about?
You know, when I think about living room talk, it brings me to the movie Soul Food. I can say that's like almost exactly what my family is like. Soul Food. We got that auntie that thinks she is big shit.
Damn.
You feel me? We got the one that's sleeping with the other one's man.
I was just about to ask you that. I swear I was about to ask. They got the piano.
Only thing in the soul food that they don't got and that I have in my family is a crackhead uncle.
Damn.
Soul Food. Did they have a crackhead uncle in Soul Food?
We had crackhead cousin. Oh, you talking about the movie?
Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
I got a crackhead uncle. And they didn't touch on back then because now it's a big thing, homosexuality. So that runs through my family as well. So those are the only two things that sets my family aside from the movie Soul Food.
Okay, so other than the movie Soul Food, do the women in your family got the arms like Big Mama? Like,
yes, I definitely got Big Mama auntie arms. And let's just, like I told you before, I'm biracial. So I'm Nigerian, so I got a different aspect, cultural difference, and I also got the African American aspect of being raised. No, I haven't had the privilege to be around my Nigerian family as much, but I know the culture. And in the United States today, that there's more cultured Nigerian people than ever. It's like a thing now, especially Afro beats. The music is changing, you know? And back then, they wasn't hip. They wasn't hip to this music. So now, everybody is in the loop now. We are integrating the different cultures.
Burna Boy.
Love him. Everybody know who Burna Boy is. If you don't know who Burna Boy is, I'm sorry to tell you.
Man.
You missing out.
So, can you make fufu?
I can't make no fufu, but I love fufu. I love fufu. I love a goosey soup. You feel me? Like.
So, if you had the chance.
Jollof rice.
To, let's just say, go to Nigeria, right? For a month, maybe two. Just say vacation there. For a little period of time.
I've done it.
Okay, so about 3 months vacation.
I ain't been 3 months.
Okay, boom, 3 months. And they told you, you know, we give you do you have dual citizenship before I continue?
Yes, I do.
Okay, even better. We'll pay you to move over here. You bring your American customs, whatever you need. We'll pay you to live here.
I would
what would you
definitely
prefer?
move to Nigeria because the cost of living is cheaper. The cost of living, you get more bang for your buck there. And all the men from Wakanda is there. What do you mean? All the men from Wakanda is in Nigeria.
Them niggas ain't got vibranium.
They definitely got vibranium. Let me tell you, they got some vibranium. They definitely got vibranium.
That ain't in the script.
You asked.
Go to bed, man. So
no.
Look. Before we get sidetracked with vibranium and shields, what are some of the goals you got for not just this podcast, but for yourself coming into this year? Like, it's fresh. We at the beginning. I feel like last year, everybody was, I ain't gonna say getting it the worst, but everybody was going through it. So this year, moving forward, 2024, what's a couple of goals you got for yourself?
This one goal is gonna let you know how I'm moving. And I'm simply saying, I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. Ain't no more talking. I'm doing exactly what I said I was gonna do. So whatever goal I set, whatever seed I planted in my brain, that's what I'm doing. This here, the part of the podcast, is part of doing what I said I was gonna do. And other things that I had in my plans, I'm doing it. And that's just that. It's simple as that. That's the goal for 2024. Growth. What about you? What are your goals?
Before I speak on my goals, I do want to just say, May has definitely came through when it came to this podcast. It started out as a simple car conversation. I think we had about maybe several before I was like, you know what? I was thinking about doing this podcast. I'm going to call it this, blah, blah, blah. And I know I mentioned it to her for the second time. Like, see, we need to do a podcast because our car conversations was just like dope. And like, that's how our friendship was like, that's how I knew our friendship was like it. Like, this is it. This shit gonna be lit. It's gonna be live. So what really took me, like I told y'all back in 2020, now we 2024, it took me 3 to 4 years to really, you know what I'm saying, manifest and fulfill. It took her a matter of months. I'm put out there, bought the equipment, out of pocket, put her own laptop up to use. She was on my ass about accountability, you know, which I still kind of,
You might as well put it out there.
But I might as well put it out there. Definitely slacked on. And she just really just took over with the project like it was her own baby. I don't think I could thank her enough for it, actually.
All you gotta do is shed a tear. Just give me a tear.
I tried during the speech, but I'll probably give you a bucket of mermaid tears. But yeah, so my goals, definitely doing what I say I'm gonna do, but is more so on the line or on the aspect of holding myself accountable. Not making excuses, not letting getting out of my own way. I'm going to say that because when you want success as much as you want to breathe, only thing in your way is you, and it's like, how bad do you want to breathe?
I never heard it said like that. You want success as much as you want to breathe.
Only thing stopping you is you. You hold your nose, keep your mouth closed. All you got to do is, let go and just breathe. So
remember that next time.
Yeah, remember, write that down.
Slacking off.
That's some shit.
Breathe. You should breathe.
Cut that out. We're going to edit that out.
So I don't know if Seven told you, me and Seven is best friends. And I value friendship. Friendship for the last few years has been important to me because you don't know what's going to happen to you. Yes, we got family. That's a given relationship that you're going to have. You're going to definitely have your sisters, brothers, cousin, your mom, dad, or whatever that you have, who you call your family. But friendships are a relationship that you choose to have, and you create a connection with that person, and it runs really deep. So how important is friendship to you?
Friendship is top tier, maybe top 3. If when it comes to importance, I'm gonna say this: I come from a Christian-based home, so of course I grew up in church and reading the Bible. So scripture that sticks out to me. I can't give you the scripture verbatim, like the number. I know the book. It's the book of Proverbs, and it says, "A real friend sticks closer than a brother."
Well,
so if I don't have a friend, and I do now, but if I never, or if I don't in the future have a friend that sticks closer than a brother, I won't, consider you a friend. So when it comes to friendship, even myself, I make sure, I'm on the front line for that friend more than their siblings.
Right. So me and my sister was actually talking about this earlier today, about we giving out these titles, friendship and best friends, loosely. How do you award someone with the title of a friend or a best friend? How do you determine if that person is going to be that for you?
Their actions. I think it's based off of, because actions are louder than words. So, I can give any example. You tell me you love me, okay, show me. You know what I'm saying? You tell me I wouldn't want nobody to die for me, but jump in front of that bullet. Not per se, like, hey, get out there. But if we're talking about friendships, I don't think anybody in the world, of age, of course, can sit back and not think, oh, you're a friend because you did do this, or you're not a friend because you didn't do that. You can tell me one thing, like I said, but you tell me you're going to be there for me, be there for me. I'm not saying financially, but if I'm crying, wipe my tears. If I need a hug, if I need a meal, that type of thing.
So how I, decipher the friendships that I have, I don't put too much weight on them. I feel like if you put too much weight on them, you're going to set yourself up for failure, right? I'm going to serve the purpose that I serve for you, and whatever I allow you to be for me is what you're going to be to me. That's just that with me. So when it comes to, a lot of people say, oh man, you call that person your friend, you don't talk to them that much. Well, you don't know what they do for me. You don't know how they make me feel.
I like that.
So people say you use the word friends loosely. It's all about what you allow that person to be for you. So when you think of it in that aspect, it doesn't really matter who you call your friend to be. So if I put a title on a girl or a guy, say this is my friend, but only time I hang out with them is if we're partying. Okay, you my party friend. Yeah. But I got friends that will, I need a loan. I got friends like, I'm stranded. I got friends where I could say, girl, we got to go and handle some business. Let's go pop up on this nigga. I got those friends too.
When you said business, I'm thinking like,
there was two different things. Yeah. I said it two different ways now.
Pop up on the nigga.
Pop up on the nigga and let's go handle some business.
I feel like that was just in the same, like...
They were different.
Circumference. You probably got something you want to talk about after the show. It's all right. It's all right. But can you say the same with... and I feel like you can. I think I know the answer. When it comes to a relationship. So... this guy serves this purpose. Let's say you are one of those people who...
What type of relationship, though?
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, because you give us say something, I'm thinking different.
You got like several different...
See, I don't play those games. I've never been the type of girl that deal with several different guys to fulfill this need, or this guy's good for this and this guy's good for that. I'm not that girl. I can't do two things at one time just because. So what makes you think I could do two men at and I'm not good at lying.
So you tell the truth, just...
I'm the truth teller. I might tell a white lie here and there, but I talk too much. I have to give details when I'm explaining things.
Yeah, you do.
So if I talking to you and I'm like, yeah, I was out with Jimmy, then I didn't call myself up. So no, I can't lie. I don't lie, and the bad thing is sometimes it's hard for me to detect lies because I'm not a good liar.
It's hard for you to detect lies? And why are you always asking me 21 questions when I say something?
Because I try to detect them.
So I'm just like, yo.
You know what? There are something that you call a massive manipulator. That's a thing. And I feel like some people are really good at that. Like, anybody can manipulate a situation if they want to. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want, like, even with your parents, prime example, that's the perfect way you can manipulate. Mommy, I need $20. You could do and beg and plead and do the things that, to get what you want. Mm-hmm. And that's what a massive manipulator is when it comes to relationships. Now, we are already drifting on another side of the realm. We're supposed to hit relationships in the next episode, but... if we want to go there, we can go there.
I mean, we could put your foot in the water. Just put the toe in there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Master manipulators.
Yeah, that's a thing. They call them massive manipulators.
Okay, so have you ever felt like you had a friend, like an actual platonic friend, male or female, man or woman, that has manipulated your friendship?
No. Like I said, when I give someone the title of a friend, I know the purpose that friendship serves. You know what I mean? So if I call you my friend because of this, that, and the third. And I'm not saying it can't grow into be something more, but I don't think I can allow it. And also, it's a detachment too. Like when you're in a relationship, it's different. It's a different attachment. You're emotionally connected. You're growing and you're becoming one. And, it's easily to be manipulated in that type of situation. But in friendships, like, it's crazy because this is a perfect example. People will drop everything in the world for their relationship, or in a case when you have a friendship and somebody do you wrong, do you dirty, you'll drop that person. Versus when you're in a relationship, you give them chance after chance after chance after chance. So that's a part of being manipulated in that relationship, because first off, you're not manipulated because they're doing it. You are manipulated because you're allowing yourself to be manipulated, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely. But why do we allow ourselves to be manipulated?
Because we want things ourselves. Everybody, I feel like this world and people are in things for themselves. You know what I mean? We're selfish individuals. You know, we're selfish beings. So even when you go in a relationship, you say, I want a girlfriend, it's because I want a girlfriend. If you're in a relationship because you want her to be loyal to you, it's because you want her to be loyal to you. That's a selfish reaction, if you ask me. It's because this is what I want. A lot of people don't go into relationships saying what they're going to do for people. They go in there because what they want.
What they want. No cap. Dang, so what you want from this relationship? Well, I want somebody who gonna and we can
yes.
Instead of I want to nurture this person.
Yeah, I want to do anything in the world for you. I want to pay your bills. I want to wash your feet.
I want to teach you how to win without the next or the last.
You know what I'm saying? It's always something with you getting out of it, and that's where I think relationships are failing, because it's a selfish world, and it's a more accessible world. You know what I mean? Like people are more accessible, and people are more disposable at the same time.
So would you say in this topic, friendships and relationships, disposable and expendable are synonymous? Would you run them synonymous when we talking about friendships and relationships and where we are now in society and pop culture?
Almost, because some people go in there wholeheartedly. Like, okay, you could definitely want to be in a relationship with someone wholeheartedly, and even though it's a selfish act, you are committed to it. So it makes a difference versus friendships where the commitment of this relationship is at a cost. You know?
Damn.
Like, oh, we'll drop a friend in a minute.
I won't. Just putting that out there. I won't drop a friend in a minute. I love y'all niggas. Y'all my dogs.
So in a relationship with a woman, okay, you probably won't drop them forever, but in a relationship with a woman and y'all have a rough patch, you're not going to ghost that girl for months and stuff. Versus a friendship, if something happens in that friendship, like, I'm going to just give this person a break. I'm not going to talk to them until I feel like it.
Okay, so let me retract that statement. Hold on. So, like I said, prior to this conversation, I grew up in a church-based, spiritual, background. Yes, I feel like a real friend sticks closer than a brother, according to, the word. But he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord. If I feel like this is it, I'm not going 3-4 months without talking to you. I'm not ghosting you.
You talking about your relationship.
Relationship.
That's what I'm saying. You are validating what I said. In a relationship, you will not ghost your girl. But in a friendship, you will ghost your friend because of the disagreement for a while. You will take that break with that friend. But you won't take that break in that relationship. Okay, so let's talk about
length. Like, if we go 2 days without talking, is that ghosting? Like, what length do you put on friendship? What length do you put on not talking, no communication? Okay. Before you can label it ghosting.
To answer your question, you have to answer this question. Have you ever had a friendship with someone where you went a long period of time without talking to them? Your answer is absolutely yes.
No, it's no cap.
You haven't went a long period of time without talking to me?
See, we wasn't this close though. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, this matter. It do matter. That don't count. That don't count. Cause
don't lie on this camera.
I'm not. That's why. Look, hold on, bro. Wait a minute. Like, your life was over here. Mine was over there.
Neither here or there.
But once we solidified it, I came to the Christmas function. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Hello.
No, I was always here. I was always here. I was always here. Did I ever not been there?
Yeah.
No, I never not been there.
You was a dog.
Hey, these cameras on.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But no, you know what? We need to talk about that.
Yeah, we gonna do that.
We definitely need to talk about that.
'Cause you didn't went off the Monopoly board. I mean, maybe
and you have too.
Maybe I have.
And I'm okay with that.
I think I have went a while and not noticed. I mean, it's not intentional though, right?
Okay, so but in a relationship with somebody, is it intention? You won't intentionally not talk to your girl because you hanging out with your guys for 3-4 months, would you?
Nah, I'll never be that nigga.
See what I'm saying?
It'll never be.
It's a difference in relationship. You know it. Don't act like you don't know what I'm saying.
What I'm saying though, like, is it really ghosting? Because okay, so I think of ghosting like this, right? Let's say we in a relationship. You hitting me up, I'm not responding. Or I might dry text you and then go another 2-3 weeks without talking to you. That's ghosting to me. Now, if we friends, like, you know, most people got same sex, opposite sex, whatever. And neither one of us communicate, neither one of us call and text. That's just that. That's not considered ghosting, is it? It's just, hey, you living your life, I'm living mine.
What I'm speaking in terms of is when one friend's making an effort and the other one's not.
Okay, right. Like if you texting me and I'm not responding, that's me ghosting you. But if neither one of us are making that effort to communicate, to link up, to catch up, to converse, to even just, hey, how's your day been? How your month been? Happy 4th of July. Neither one of us are doing it, is that ghosting? That's what I think when I think of ghosting. Like if we both not trying, that's not ghosting. But if only one person is putting forth the effort, okay then. See, me, I got friends where neither one of us try. I catch you when I catch you. I might say happy Merry Christmas or whatever, and then I talk to you again till your birthday. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. But still my dog.
Let's agree to disagree. I mean, I'm not saying I don't understand what you're saying.
But you saying I'm wrong.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I understand it. That's your, you know, I can't take away how you feel about it, right?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
How you feel is how you feel. But I feel in relationships, and from personal experience, we put our relationships on the pedestal over our friendships.
We do.
And that was the argument to begin with.
But I'm labeling ghosting. I'm not arguing if we put one above the other. I'm talking about the significance on the label.
So it's not ghosting if you know that's your friend.
Okay.
So in a relationship or a situationship, if you talking to this person and you get the mediocre, you know, responses, that's ghosting. You can't ghost a friend.
Sure can't. I'm gonna spin about mine. So, relationships, friendships, I feel like they are synonymous in a way because they're important. You can't just hang out and play chess with yourself. You can't play spades by yourself, right? No. Okay, so next time we bring this topic up.
Okay, y'all, we gonna end this here. But in episode 2, we about to dig into the meat and potatoes of relationships.
Gravy.
Okay, let's start off with, can you be in a relationship and have a friend of the opposite sex platonically? Only
if you was born in the 90s. Anything after that, no. Like if you born after 96, nah.
We're going to talk about it in the next episode. Until then, we're going to step up out this living room. These shoes hurt.
Indubitably. I appreciate it.